views and opinions expressed on the Jim and Zope cast are solely those of the individual stating them and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the Jim and Zope cast. Listener discretion is advised.
Hey Pittsburgh, are you ready?
Loading Jim and Zopecast.
Here we go, Steelers. Beat 'em Bucks. Let's go Pens. Live from the Bixler and the pulse of all things Steel City. It's Pittsburgh's favorite podcast, starring Jim and Zope.
This is Fred from Freddy's Haunts. You're listening to the Jim and Zopecast.
This is Nick Hodnick from Hodnick Photography. You're listening to Jim and Zopecast.
This is Jeff Piscaric, and listen to the Jim and Zopecast.
This is Aaron from Zope's Bachelor Party. You're listening to Jim and Zopecast.
This is Josh Antonopoulos. You're listening to the Jim and Zopecast.
This is Jenna Manson. You're listening to the Jim and Zopecast.
This is Mike Rossi. You're listening to the Jim and Zopecast right now.
There's something strange on the World Wide Web. Who are you going to listen to? Jim and Zopecast. There's two weird guys talking in your ear. Who they call the Jim and Zopecast.
Hey, this is Brian McDade. You guys listening to the Jim and Zopecast.
I ain't afraid of no Jim. Na 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 na. I ain't afraid of no Zope.
It's the Jim and Zopecast.
Hi everybody, and welcome to the 60th installment of the Jim and Zopecast, as well as our reunion show.
We are back, big reunion. We got Cassie with us, she's back too. And where are we at? We are on location.
Here at the one and only
Freddy's Haunts.
Ooh, my.
We've been doing all kinds of crazy stuff. We have an awesome show planned for you guys. Let's see. So we're going to talk a little bit to Jim about his new ventures that he's doing. Let's see, we've got, I'm going to go over my idea of a Pittsburgh network. You'll understand in a little bit. We're going to talk about our top 5 Halloween movies that are on Netflix.
Yeah.
Let's see, we're going to do some exclusive behind-the-scenes look at Freddy's Haunts. So, this is going to be really cool. When I say behind the scenes, we're legitimately going to show you stuff that you want to see if you come through here. All right, but it's not going to spoil anything, though. It's going to be really cool. We are doing interviews with the cast, which you'll be able to see. We'll kind of throw that stuff in as we go, and we'll be walking the trail. So, you guys will get to see some fun bits of that as well.
Yeah, and they're going to be changing things every year, so what you see on this video might be different next year, so come back out and
That's true.
Check it out.
This is the end. This is the end for this year.
Yeah, this is the last night. So.
And by the way, we're freezing cold, so if you see it, like I'm wearing a jacket, she's wearing
freezing.
a jacket, he's wearing a jacket. We're wearing jackets because it's cold. Jim, you want to tell everybody where they can find this?
I sure can. This show we're doing right now that you're watching, you're probably seeing it already where you can find it, but tell other people that they can find it on YouTube and Facebook. Just search Jim and Zope Cast, I guess. Yeah, Jim and Zopecast is what it was.
And that's also, it's Jim and Zopecast on YouTube as well. So let's see. How's your year been? I actually have a whole bunch of things that I marked down.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
Well, let me see where you go with it.
Okay.
Try to compare.
Well, I went skydiving a couple days ago. That was pretty interesting. I'm not going to go into a whole big thing about this stuff, but I just figured I'd say I went skydiving. That was fun. Went to Cape Lookout with Jeff.
Romantic weekend.
He said it's been a long time. It's been a really long time since we've done the show, so I just wanted to fill everybody in. Let's see. We went. I got the new iPhone coming. I thought you'd be happy about
I like that. Good job.
Let's see. I started archery hunting, which I haven't actually got anything, so I guess I'm holding a bow and I'm mostly just hanging out in the woods. Rejoined my gun club, Pine Run Gun Club.
Nice.
If you're not a member of Pine Run Gun Club and you live out in the Freedom area, join there.
Nice place to go.
It's pretty awesome. I went as Westworld costumes for Halloween,
which were awesome.
Thank you. Those were
never seen the show.
They were pretty fun to put together.
I mean, you looked like William, but just really.
Yeah, she pulled off her costume well. Her hair it just made sense. She was Dolores.
She looked awesome.
Let's see. We went to California. I went to Politicon while we were out there, and then we did a LuLaRoe convention. Let's see. I'm working on an application video for Naked and Afraid. I am not joking. That's why I've been going and doing all this crazy stuff, because I'm trying to get all this video together for it. Dude,
I'm not watching the uncensored.
No. I don't need to see that.
Basically, Naked and Afraid is also when I wake up in the morning and I look in the mirror.
That's what Jess wakes up
Looking
looking at you.
on that show, actually.
We'll see. I mean, I don't know how capable I am, but hopefully they get me into the amateur slot where it's like the 14 days.
What would your thing take that you take on the show be?
Oh, the video?
No.
If I get to pick something,
yeah.
It's probably going to be a fire starter.
Yeah.
Like 100%. It's good. You have to have fire. There's everything else. Everything else is whatever. So hopefully the other person brings like a bucket.
Can I take a pizza?
Bring a bottle of Jif peanut butter.
Make some PB&J. Can I bring some bread?
A net for bugs.
Dude, a lot. Yeah, and you get the fish with that too. I actually think a mosquito net or a bucket, either one of those would be a good second.
I just feel like a lot of these people get sick from bug bites on the show more often than anything else.
Yeah.
Let's see. So the last thing I went to San Antonio and Houston, but that was for work. But it was right before the hurricane, so luckily I didn't have to deal with that. But sorry, obviously, to survivors.
Laughs.
That's probably bad. I don't know why that came out horribly. That came out horribly. I truly am sorry.
Sorry about your luck.
Yeah, we're up here setting up at Haunted Trails. Sorry.
I've never been incredibly politically correct. I just don't say the right thing sometime at the right time. So what have you been up to this past year?
Not a whole lot. Keeping busy. I got my other podcast. Been going strong for a year. Our year anniversary was the 26th, so Thursday. Slice and Dice Dreadcast, so that's looking good. Courtesy of the Horophilia Network.
Horophilia?
Horophilia.com.
Well, wait. These aren't... Remember to not talk about your new projects. That's one of our things.
That's my year. That's what I've been doing for the year.
Okay, well...
Anyway, but...
Well, we can go a little bit further into it, I guess, when we talk
other than that, I mean, I travel for conventions. We went to Scarefest a couple weeks ago down in Kentucky.
Nice.
Big horror convention.
Like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was really good. Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees, all them guys were down there. Got Gettysburg coming up in a month.
So you lost a pigment in your eyes, too.
Yeah, I got sick. Something bit me.
Is that the HPV?
Should have had that mosquito net.
Something bit me. I was on Naked and Afraid. Lost my pigment in my eyes. It was weird.
We're all drinking. Well, actually, she's drinking hot cocoa. I'm drinking coffee.
I'm not drinking.
Jim's just doing whatever.
First time I think I'm doing a show without drinking, but
we're professional right now. Oh, there's some scares. When you hear that, there's scares. Cassie, any big stuff happened the past year?
Past 2 years for me. I mean, it's been a while since I had a baby. That's why I wasn't on the show anymore.
That's kind of important.
That's really my big excitement.
She's also sick of me.
Hopefully going to have another baby soon. No, I'm not pregnant, but planning to be soon, hopefully. This might be my good luck charm. I got pregnant last time I did this with you guys.
Really?
Oh, my.
Everybody cross your fingers. Wish her luck.
That's really it. Greg and I are thinking about moving. Just moving up in life a little bit.
Nice.
That's really it.
Moving on up that east side, right?
Yeah. Taking Wheezy with us.
Taking Wheezy.
All right, well, we're going to take a break, and in the meantime, we are going to show you guys some exclusive scenes from our walkthrough at Freddy's. Check it out.
Okay, guys, I'm going to let you, I'm going to go through the rules. I got two of them. One is to keep your cell phones from coming on. You will.
Your phone mine again. fighter.
Hey!
Man, you knew that.
Sally!
I didn't know where it was coming from.
We're all gonna die!
On the wall! We're gonna die in here!
Closing in on me,
Dude.
Back in the day.
Back in the day.
That was a long time ago.
Oh my god. I grabbed Jim like he's gonna protect me.
Somebody wants to play. Cassie. Cassie.
Who's Cassie?
It's up to you.
Oh.
Cassie, where are you?
Cassie wants to play.
Cassie likes to play games.
You wanna play a game?
Oh.
We like playing games!
I do recognize that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that plug supposed to be down?
No.
You can probably put that up there, right?
Why is them things going off?
There we go.
I don't know what's going on.
Uh-oh.
Oh! Damn! Oh! Holy cow! Oh!
This is so cool.
Is it longer this year than it was last year? Of course.
A little bit. I had about 4 or 5 years.
Oh.
This is awesome.
Hey, Cassie, go ahead. Go ahead, Cass.
Come on! I already talked to him. I'm not so scared.
Come on this way.
Oh my gosh.
Let me get a shot. Be scary. Perfect.
You're lucky you didn't die back there. Story of meat.
The midnight meat treat.
Midnight meat treat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. Oh.
Look at the blood.
I smell it. I smell it.
Smell what?
Here he comes.
I smell gas.
Oh my god. Okay, let me get this one here.
I don't wanna go!
Jeez, I'm
I told you guys.
All right. Oh, let's let. He's gonna kill you.
Wait, do you want me to go first, Chastity?
Did that pretty
I
good.
still have
Man, I got it.
Was that him?
Yeah, well, I put a triangle in there.
No, 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 no.
seriously, this is gonna be one of those sped up things where we're just like walking around.
I'm gonna pee my pants! I'm gonna pee my pants! I'm not kidding! I'm gonna piss myself!
Yeah, I'm gonna put that in the video.
No! Just take my butt or something! Oh my god.
You got this, guys. Keep filming.
I'm gonna pee myself!
We're live.
Hi, I'm Jess with LuLaRoe Jess C. Shop my in-home boutique or online at LuLaRoeJessC.com.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We're going to be talking about Jim's new projects. Jesus. Listen, we usually do stuff live, and it's funny because it's a little bit goofed up, but it's not. All right, so what are the new projects you've been working on, Jim?
Well, the podcast I've been doing, like I said earlier, Slice and Dice Dreadcast. You can just go on Google, type in Slice and Dice Dreadcast, and we're on YouTube, Facebook, Horrorphilia.com. Me and my buddy Joey from Brooklyn, New York, and James from Florida. Met them guys last year after we recorded a show. They contacted me on Twitter and asked if I wanted to do a horror show with them. So basically, we review horror movies. So if you like Halloween or horror, that's what you'll like. But that's been keeping me busy all year, pretty much. So
that's awesome.
That's the main project. I still got the Hillview stuff going on. Our year's slowly coming to an end, but yeah, hauntedhillviewmanor.com. You can check that out. Been on. We were on Ghost Asylum, the TV show this year.
The TV show?
Yeah.
Ghost Asylum? What is that on? What network?
Destination America.
I think I actually have heard of that.
Yeah, you can watch that episode, but if you watch that episode...
Hey, guys, help me out here, okay? You see him standing over here, I don't have that many people alive. So, let him in.
You can just keep going.
We can also cut this.
Yeah, we'll cut that part out, but yeah, continue on. You keep going.
Yeah, so, yeah, if you watch Ghost Asylum for Hillview Manor, a lot of their episode was fabricated and stuff that wasn't true. They put a straitjacket in the basement. We never had a straitjacket in our basement before. Like, they planted it there before the show.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Dude, that's lame.
And we actually
lame.
We saw them for the first time at Scarefest. They were there. We walked up to their table, like, hey, nice to see you again. We're like, so why'd you guys fake that stuff? Because we haven't seen them since the show. And they were like, we found that in scene. We didn't know we didn't plan it. So it's either they were lying or their producers did, and they were just reacting like they found it. You know what I mean?
Probably the producers.
Yeah. So that's what happens on TV shows. But still, get to see the building, and if you're in the PA area, come on over. But yeah.
That's cool to like have an in to know that like that was fake, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I can tell you, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, Ghost Lab, Ghost Asylum, they've all been in our building. So
all been fake.
No.
Fake.
Ghost Asylum was probably the worst. Yeah, I can give it. We've done shows at Hillview on this subject, but yeah, if you're watching the shows, they're just take them with a grain of salt, I guess.
Well, let me run something past you. Okay?
Yeah, come on, bring it.
So this is what I've been considering. Since I don't really have the time as much to do like these kind of video casts as much, but I do like doing the production for them.
Mm-hmm.
So what I was thinking about doing was, since I know you like to do the horror stuff, maybe some general things as well. I have a couple buddies that like to do gaming stuff. I know people that are interested in all kinds of different things. Like another guy who's interested in just doing a Pittsburgh-style podcast. And I was thinking about setting up a network where all of these podcasts, everybody who knows me that does these things, are all together on the same avenue. I can advertise for all of them at one time. That way, you're kind of sharing your audiences.
That's what we do on Horrorphilia too.
And then I could also lend a hand whenever production is needed. Like say you need to get something working, you come to me and ask me. I make sure I get it set up for you. You know what I mean? So I set up a Pittsburgh network or a network of some sort that has everybody in it. I don't know what you think about that.
Well, it'd be different. I mean, we can't leave our network we're on now, but I mean, are you allowed doing cross promotion stuff if we stay on the Horror Affiliate Network too?
Oh yeah, I don't see why not.
All right. Because they support everybody, so if you support them, they'll support you.
I would do it as more of a general thing, so that would be fine that you're also on that network.
Yeah.
But this would be more almost to engage the Pittsburgh audience. So it would be like a Pittsburgh.
So he wouldn't leave his network. You would just lump him into what else you are marketing.
Yeah, it'd basically be anybody who's looking for Pittsburgh video casts will come to this network and say, oh, okay, there's a horror, there's a guy, that does a horror cast.
There's actually a couple different shows
Pittsburgh.
on our Horror Affiliate Network that are in Pittsburgh. A couple other shows are in Pittsburgh.
And if you talk
the Woodsboro Brothers, we're going to have them as a guest on our show. They have another podcast they host. So they're all podcast hosts, but I know for a fact they're in PA, or they're in Pittsburgh.
And if you guys decide to do something, I can bring over my equipment for you. I can set it up, and you can do your show. And you don't have to worry about buying laptops or any of this other stuff. I'll have it all set up for you.
Yeah.
So it's kind of an idea. I thought I would.
I do anything,
run it out there.
anything to help
Anybody's
out.
watching that wants to try their own video or podcast, let me know if you're interested, and I will pencil you in.
Oh my god! Just don't have your name as the title of the network.
It's gonna be
the Zope Network.
No, it's not gonna be that.
But I support anything. I met a cool guy out of Pittsburgh, Tim Gross. He's doing a convention next year. Big horror guy. He does his own podcast, but he does it for fun. But they do it every week, him and his buddy. So they have like 200 and some episodes. But they're not serious about it. Like, he don't care about. They just do it for fun.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I'm more than happy to have people that are just doing stuff for fun. But eventually, if I could get advertising and stuff in there, then you guys could all share the pot. Everybody that's on the network shares the pot. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Tim Gross, look for Gross Fest on Facebook. Coming up next year.
And we are going to wrap it up here in a second, just so that you guys can check out some behind the scenes. Yeah, they're going to be checking out some behind the scenes video of what it's like to work at a haunted trail, different little things like that.
Behind
the walls.
back,
we've got more. We've got a lot more, so stick around. So this is where the makeup's done at Freddy's Haunts. I think who typically works back here?
My daughter. She's the head makeup artist.
Okay.
And I have two other ones that come out and help. My cousin's daughter and various other people. They help out a lot too. They got to learn how to do it. So, but just where it all goes down.
No, we interviewed him, so
yeah.
That's all right. Yeah. Do you want to tell everybody who you are?
My name's Dave. My dad owns the trail. I run it. Basically, that's it. Basically in charge of building it. And
you've been here for many, many years.
I've been here from day one. It was actually, my idea to open it.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, and been here ever since. Building and taking care of the crew. So that's it.
And when Jim and I worked here before, you were actually the chainsaw guy.
I was the chainsaw guy. Yeah, got way too old for that.
So now
can't do it no more. But,
now you just kind of oversee everything.
Yeah, pretty much every aspect of it. In charge of all that. So, and then my brother, he helps me, and a couple other buddies, they help out too. This is the makeup room. On a typical night, they're here about 4 hours early, getting the makeup done.
See some costumes back here.
Yeah, look at that.
It's a wreck right now.
All the blood.
It's a murder scene.
This is after they've gotten ready for this to work. So, yeah, you can see all the work that goes into the costumes and the makeup.
And we'll be checking out some more stuff here too, thanks to Dave. Yeah. So let's go check out some more. So this is where Jim and I built at least a little portion of this room. This is no longer being used, but we set up some of this stuff in here.
We hung these up and sliced them with razor blade. Yeah. This used to be a big part back in the day. They improved it, obviously, but yeah, this was always a cool little spot.
It was a lot of fun.
Stay on shore.
Ooh, where are we going?
I can smell it.
Another behind-the-scenes look, thanks to the Jim and Zope
Got a light now.
BTS, Freddy's Haunts.
Oh, this is.
This is where,
I think you
This is the scene of a
have
crime.
relieved your bladder right in here somewhere. I'll show you.
Is there a group coming through? I don't want the light to ruin it.
Chad, is there a group? No, if he's not here, there's no.
Okay. There it is.
There's a group. You should come
We got some behind the scenes. This is the new sewer. This is a frightening area. If you guys watched our walkthrough, you can see how terrifying it is. Creepy. This is where you get people. What do you typically do to scare people?
Depends on the feel of the group, honestly.
Yeah,
It really does, yeah.
Yeah, what was that? Can you do the shot? Man, that is creepy.
And there with the tunnel.
Woo. Catch more of this at Freddy's Haunts.
We're walking up and back.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that, what's that movie in France about the, underground tombs?
Yeah. Hey man, what's your name?
Kylan.
Kylan?
Yeah.
How long you been working here?
2 years.
Yeah, what's your job here?
My job is I hang down from here, and the people that are coming down, I reach down and slightly touch them, and then over there, I just crouch down in the corner. Whenever the lights come on, I jump down, and the people that are right there, they scream. And then there are times I pop out from that block, right there.
Oh, nice. Sweet. Little behind the scenes stuff. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Hope you have fun up there.
Yeah, I did.
Hey, thanks, man.
Guys,
Appreciate it.
hell of a job.
Thank you.
They turn everything on off for me. They're on timers, sensors, and
Cassie.
He's telling us behind the scenes. I'm recording.
Oh, I didn't know
yeah,
that.
just so everyone knows, we're constantly updating it.
Yeah.
So it's important people know.
You're just
Yeah, we're, people pull me aside all the time and say, hey, they're just too scared, some of them, and
That's
gotta
cool.
take them out, But,
That's always fun.
yeah, it's always a good time. That puts us right into that room also.
You can jump.
Alright, cool.
A whole lot of little passageways
Okay.
that, behind the scenes stuff. But, yeah.
And we thought this little thing was fake, and it's a real person.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that this was a person. I thought it was animatronic. That's an awesome costume.
I saw the hand move. I was like, yeah, that's
Sorry about the light in your eyes.
The moves.
Yeah, we're just,
A zombie crawler.
Walker.
Some workers from Freddy's Haunts, all ready to
yeah,
scare
there's a lot.
the next group of people that comes through.
Thanks for not scaring me.
They probably did, and you probably were very
You were
scared.
already peeing your pants.
I think I had you grab onto someone's
I don't know what we were talking about.
Nope, not me.
You guys are doing an
don't
awesome
step
job.
in the puddle in the chase.
Look,
So you enjoy doing what
there's
you
the
do?
thing again, guys.
It's a blast. What, Dave? I've been here, 10 years, 11 years?
Yeah.
It's been a blast. My third year here.
Yeah.
What's the youngest haunter you have?
I would say, I got my buddy's kids who helped build this, and he's been part of this. And now his kids, my kids, obviously they're a little older now. My son's down there; he's 14. My daughter's 18. His kids, they're 4 or 5. They hang out in the kitchen area. They start scaring when people are lying.
That's
they think
cool.
they're scaring, in a couple of years they'll be awesome.
Yeah.
They'll be great.
Sometimes the kids in haunted houses scare me the most.
Yeah.
What are you filming?
I just try not to put light in their face. I want to get the voices though.
You got it.
We got it. This is all video, so.
I just feel bad.
Well, you guys did an awesome job when you came through. We appreciate it. Very good.
Say hi.
Hi.
So,
Wait, what is going on?
so what do you do here? This is a little behind the scenes look.
I just kind of try to hold myself in here without falling out. And it's like,
Do you reach down? Do you
people.
scream? Okay.
yeah, but I try to watch because we can't touch people. And it's like,
Accidents happen.
yeah, they could
But not here.
slap the crap out of you, but so
How long have you been here?
this?
This is my first year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Did you have a good season then? Like it?
Yeah.
Will you be back next year?
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I used to work here. I know where those come from.
What?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I know where they come from. That's why I work in Cranberry.
But he was inspired by him. He wanted to beg me to do it. And,
This is actually really. We said it when we were coming through.
Yeah,
Like,
I heard.
holy cow, this room is so cool. The corn stalks.
It reminds me of Jeepers Creepers.
It was all his idea, so I gotta give him the credit for it.
Nice job, man. We appreciate it.
Really? So
Thanks.
how do you like being here?
Oh,
Good?
17 years here.
17 years.
Nice.
All right, so you were probably here when we were here.
Yeah.
We're right at the tail end.
We're down the old dark hallway or after the cemetery back in the day.
They usually call me Cowboy or Jeepers Creepers or whatever they call me.
Oh, this is awesome, man. It's a good idea. You guys did a great job.
I took my idea and I thought, was it boring?
I love the iPhone over right away.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, a week later it was in here, so.
That's awesome.
What is it? What is this room called, guys?
The doctor's room.
This is the doctor's room. This is pretty creepy.
You see a little gurney over here, a little table?
If you take a look behind you, there's actually an opening in the wall, and this is, you can actually see where people will come out of this to scare other people. So you can't see it when it's real dark. But yeah, people walk out of it. You want to show what it looks like inside? So kind of like a little behind the scenes look. There you go. It's alright.
How'd I go?
You know what? You want to show another thing here? I'll keep it easy.
Okay. Here we go. We're going into the depths.
These are all behind the scenes also. This ain't what I want to show you, but that's just outside.
Your foot?
Or you can actually just
there's
something out there.
Cool.
But that's not scary enough.
Yeah. Bathrooms.
It's something real
We're in the
simple,
way.
so simple scary. And then they pop out.
A lot of noise here.
What I wanted to show you is in the next round.
Look at that chain too. Check that. Go ahead.
Just got to squeeze through. And I'll show you what I wanted to show you that you guys didn't get to see when you come through. Right over here, when we go up, there's my spider. He's pretty cool. He comes out.
You know, I have arachnophobia. That would have freaked me out.
Awesome.
That's super cool. Oh, and it spits out.
It's cool. It's cool.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
What's up, everyone? It's Zope. Check out G. Schmidt Photography on Facebook for all your photography needs. You can find them at G. Schmidt Photos. That's GSCHMIDT Photos. Welcome back, everybody. We are going to tell you what our top 5 Halloween movies are on Netflix. So if you guys haven't started watching movies on Netflix for Halloween, we're going to have some for you. Actually, we're going to have about 15 for you unless we have duplicates.
I feel like we will.
These guys are going to be your best bets, but I'm still going to give you my top 5. So
I don't
Jim,
like Halloween movies.
You don't like Halloween movies? Jim, when I said
I picked all Disney movies, so I'm
Jim wanted
sorry.
me to say horror movies, but the problem is that some of my movies, I just, there are certain movies that I like to watch during Halloween, like, and that's why
I get what you're saying now. I didn't get that with the original message, though.
So what do you got for us, dude?
Did you do a particular order, or you just give 5?
No order.
Okay. Midnight Meat Train.
Midnight Meat Train?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't even sound like a horror movie.
Great movie, dude.
Is it?
Great movie. Basically, the premise is a guy who you learn throughout the movie has some kind of powers or isn't human, but he's basically killing people in the subway system, and the photographer tries to catch him and figure out what he's doing down there.
And this is one of your go-to movies?
Great movie.
I might have to check it out then.
Very good movie. We can
Cassie,
go one.
you like that one
It's
too?
good, yeah.
Okay.
It's creepy.
I have to go to you for confirmation because I like I said, I'm not going to be a good confirmation. I watch almost nothing but comedies. So.
All right.
What's your next one?
Deathgasm.
Deathgasm. Okay.
Deathgasm.
Who comes up with these names for these movies?
It's basically like a heavy metal rocker movie, but with a lot of blood and guts and satanic shit. Like, it's basically about a person who finds a music, and once they play the song on their guitars, they unleash a curse of Satan and devils and demons and shit, and it's just very gory. It's
not really my type of movie.
It's out of like New Zealand, I believe, but yeah, it's a lot like real metal, basically dark leather clothing, and
it's like the complete opposite of the movie that I would watch.
Foreign horror movies are the best horror movies.
Yeah.
Which ones?
Foreign.
Yeah.
Any.
Yeah. There's a lot of foreign ones that I've watched for Slice and Dice that I would have never watched if I wasn't doing that show. But I was like, oh, those are really good movies. Next one was The Den. It's basically about
The Den?
The Den. It's about a girl who gets her computer hacked, and they basically like turn her webcam on all the time and watch her, and then start terrorizing her and killing people in her life and all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Holy crap!
Real new technology type stuff. So those are my 3 picks that people might not have seen before, but then my last 2, just because they're on Netflix and they're awesome. New Nightmare, Nightmare on Elm Street, New Nightmare.
That
Freddy
movie
Krueger.
creeped me out, dude. I actually saw that and I was creeped out by the whole. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but what he ends up. I guess they showed it in the old movies, but I don't even remember. So then they showed it later on, like what he was. Remember the pictures at the end?
Oh.
Yeah, I was so creeped out by that. I was like, I'll never watch this again.
Why they killed him to begin with? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, what he did. Like I was like, dude, what the heck? I didn't know.
You never knew why Freddy was Freddy?
No, I just thought he went into people's dreams.
So you just jumped into part 8. You didn't watch 1 through 7.
No.
All right. And the last one was Hellraiser.
Okay.
So yeah, those are my 5 that I would be able to go on to Netflix and be like, yeah, I can watch everything.
All right, Cassie, I'm sure you've got ones that are legitimate.
I like. It always makes me sweat. VHS.
VHS?
Yes.
What was it called?
VHS.
Love the whole series. It's a multiple movie. We talked about that. I brought VHS up during another show.
Just so you guys know, we do have people that come through. These are actually kids and stuff that are going through the trail. They're walking through, so if you hear a whole bunch of noise, now you know why.
They should pick us up stronger right here, but yeah, VHS series. I love the whole series, but part 1 was really, really cool. I loved a lot of these segments in that movie.
Makes me sweat.
It's a great movie, though. The wing girl,
Yes.
the demon chick, yeah. Really good the way they put them movies together. Yeah.
One of Greg's favorite movies, which I don't know if it's on Netflix, is Trick or Treat. So I found Tales of Halloween on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's kind of the same premise and
Kinda.
had kind of corny moments, but I still didn't really. They still threw me off at the end of each little story.
We actually just did an episode of Slice and Dice on Trick or Treat from or the new one, and then we did 1980s Trick or Treat, which has like Ozzy Osbourne and Gene Simmons in it and shit.
Really?
It's one of the worst movies ever made, but because it's the same title, I think it was episode 28 or 29 of our podcast. But yeah, it was Trick or Treat we did because it's one of my favorite movies. So.
And then I love the Saw franchise. The original is still one of my favorites. I remember going to the theaters and seeing it and being so scared out of my mind back when it came out. And it's just like, and it's
They're
one
all
of
on
those
Netflix.
nostalgic movies for me.
They're all on Netflix at the moment, by the way.
That's actually one of the few that I have seen. I did like Saw. It's a little, it creeps me out, but yeah, it's
With
good.
Jigsaw coming out now, they put all 7 of them on
Which
Netflix.
I'm excited for. But I love that franchise.
Yeah.
Look at this cable right here. This is good. Let's
That looks nice, dude.
Hostel.
Yes.
Hostel totally freaks me out.
Just watched that a week ago, yeah.
That's one of my favorites. And what was the last one? Sorry. I watched so many.
But the Saws are good. Part 1's always the best, but
Oh, Housebound.
did not see that one.
It's not that it's like a really fantastic like beginning to end movie, but like the ending, you're like, oh my gosh.
Really?
So it makes it the movie.
Yeah. I'm guessing it has something to do with people trapped in a house, basically.
It's about a family and
The housebound? Okay. Good premise. All right. Low money, low budget. Gotta have one scene, one set.
I'm going to tell you mine. It's probably not going to, you guys are not going to agree with it at all, but these are my top 5 Netflix movies to watch for Halloween, okay? First one is Gremlins.
Love Gremlins.
I like the old Gremlins. I like some of the older movies. Yeah. I think they're fun.
I watch them, yeah.
The second one is Scary Movie 2. It's my favorite of the series of scary movies.
Yeah.
I just watched it last
I know
night.
I know it's not really a
Take
horror
my
movie.
little
or anything,
hand.
but yes. I love that guy. Is that, dude, you remember how much we loved that movie when we were younger?
Yeah.
I love my strong hand.
Yeah.
Right, left, left. Oh, son. Oh.
Stop it.
It is a great movie. See what I mean?
No, it's funny as hell. It is.
My third one is Jaws, and I know that's probably the furthest from something that would be. But I mean,
It's a horror movie.
it's Steven Spielberg, right?
Jaws, yeah.
I love Jaws.
Great movie.
Fourth is Scream, which you could probably take any in this series. But Scream, I know that the first one is on Netflix, and that's an awesome movie.
Hold the phone. Scream's on Netflix right now?
Yes, it is.
Are you sure not Scream the
No,
series?
No, it is.
Oh my gosh, it's happening.
Yeah, I confirmed that all of these were on Netflix.
I'm gonna have to
whenever
look
we were-
because I've been wanting to watch it.
Yeah.
This
I watched the whole series like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
And the last one is Zombievers. I
Yep.
love Zombievers. It's like it's so hilarious to me. It's one of those ridiculous.
We used to have
movies.
the title track as our music or something.
Really?
Remember? We did.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot
I'm
we
not
did
gonna
that.
lie, your build up to your list, I was thinking you were gonna say like Adam's Family.
Yeah.
You know,
Addams
like I thought you were
Hocus
gonna go that route.
Pocus.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So I
Halloween
think you had a
Town.
good list. I mean, like those are on the list for me, but
They're good movies, but I thought that's what you were gonna think.
yeah.
And shout out to Scream because I actually got my son to be Ghostface this year. Times don't change, baby. 20 years later, my son's
Did you guys
dressing up
watch
as
the new
Ghostface.
series?
Nah.
I loved it. I did because
Nah.
Wes Craven was part of it.
Yeah,
it was good. But I'm still kind of like a teenager. Like when you look at my Netflix recommendations, there's a lot of.
Aren't you still like a teenager almost?
I mean, I'm under 30, so yeah.
Still a teenager, yeah.
Well, I'm really excited
Yeah,
to
good
show
picks.
you guys some interviews. We did some interviews with the cast here, and I think they went over pretty good. We actually got Fred too to do one of the interviews, so
The man,
check it out,
the legend.
and we'll see you guys back here in a second. Good. So what's going on, man?
Not too much, man. Ready to scare some people.
Yeah. So what's your name?
Chris.
Chris. All right, we're doing some filming for the Jim and Zope cast. This is a special show, and I think you know about that. But so what's your job here?
I'm known as the doctor. I work in the table room. Run around with the machete.
So, how long does it take you to put on all that makeup?
About an hour. It's not too bad.
It looks pretty creepy. Can I touch it?
Yeah, got it.
All right. Ooh, holy crap, man, that is creepy.
I get a lot of compliments on it. And this is the second time this year that I've actually worn it because I quit wearing it for a while. Because there's strobe lights in my room, so it's kind of like hard to see. I did it.
Oh, that's cool. So, how many people have you frightened this year?
Quite a few.
Yeah.
Quite a few. I got a lady pretty good last night. She jumped about 10 feet.
Well, it looks like this is going to be the last day for the year. So,
Unfortunately, yeah.
are you excited for next year? Then?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Any big plans for next year? You guys have for any changes?
I think some more. They did some this year. I think next year it might be more structural than the sets.
Okay.
But yeah, it's a work in progress.
All right, man. Appreciate the interview.
No,
Thanks.
you're
All right, so what's your name again?
Chad.
Chad. And Freddy with Chad. And how long have you been working here?
15 years.
15 years. Wow. So he was here when we were here probably then.
Yeah, if you've been here for 15 years, I think we came here when we were, what, 20, 19? So no, he started a couple of years after us. We used to work here too. So what is it you do here?
Chainsaw guy.
You're a chainsaw guy, huh?
Yeah.
Used to creep me out until I started actually working at a haunted trail. But
It's a lot of fun.
yeah.
Cassie loves chainsaw guys. So she'll look forward to seeing you later.
So how long did you say? 15 years. That's 5 more years. So are you going to keep doing this?
Oh yeah.
How's this season been for you?
We're all life this year.
Do you ever go outside and try to scare people out there?
Yeah.
So, oh, cool. So you get them both places.
Yep.
All right, man, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah. I love it.
How much longer do you think you'll be doing this?
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I ain't giving up anytime soon.
I don't blame you. It's a fun gig.
Yeah, it's a real fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's nice meeting you.
Yeah, thanks. Yep.
Have a good night tonight.
All right.
So Fred, how's it going?
I'm doing okay. How you been?
I've been pretty good. Looks like this is our 3rd year with Fred at Freddy's Haunted Trail. This is an awesome place. We love it here.
Yeah, and we put a lot of new stuff in this year.
Yeah.
I'm glad you come. I really appreciate you coming.
So let me ask you, how long have you been doing this? How long has the trail been going?
We've been going on for now 25 years. 25 years, yeah.
Wow.
I got a lot of kids that this has been their first employment, and
you remember we were employed by you for a while too.
Yeah, you were. Everybody.
Well, we did.
It seems like half the county's been working here.
We did. I think we did work after the trail for a while, which is like we did. I think we hung Harper. We were
putting the building up, yeah.
But then we also scared people for a while.
I know.
So I mean, is this like something that you plan on this?
Well, yes. I'm going to take on. I'm 70 right now, and I'm going to go as long as I can with it. We joke about it. Everybody thinks that I might want to, after I die, I might want to do at least one more year afterwards. I told sometimes they'll go ahead and just stuff me in one of the coffins for a while. So I just joke about it. So they may do it. I don't know.
We're doing it, Fred. I heard that the second half of the trail is drastically changed.
Oh yeah, and next year we plan on tearing about 6,000 or 7,000 square feet out and redoing that. But that's what we did. We put about 6,000 or 7,000 square feet of new scares.
Crap. Any new plans for next year?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Next year we're gonna tear this whole front section out and put a whole new section in.
Once people start watching this is when they're going to be able to know. Like, I mean, next year is going to be the big one after this.
Yeah, we're going to try to expand every year. Now that I'm sort of retired, I have more time to work on it and put money into it. So it's a big project. I enjoy doing it. This is my hobby. I'd rather do this than collect stamps. Or cars.
A lot more fun.
Yeah, a lot more fun.
Guys, this is a great place. I mean, he does a lot for the community. You can see how many people actually come out here, get to have fun. I mean, some get employed by him. I highly recommend coming out here and checking it out. I mean, Fred's an awesome guy.
Yeah. Allows us to come in and do this. So.
Okay, good.
We absolutely love you.
Okay,
We're happy.
Yeah. Appreciate that very much. All right.
Many more years to come.
All right. So what's going on, man? What's your name?
I'm Matt. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I'm Zope, and that's Jim.
Nice to meet you, man.
We've been doing the podcast and then a video cast out here for about 3 years. How long have you been working here?
Roughly about 15.
15?
Yeah.
Wow.
Started back before I went to the military.
You were in the military? What branch were you?
Army.
Your Army? Okay, I was Air Force. My job's probably not as hard.
That's cannon crew member. I really didn't have a job. It's just cool straight mechanic.
So what's your job here other than being a climber?
I work in a sewer. I'm like one of the new parts that they put in this year.
Oh, really?
I wasn't a climber and then just try out the sewers. We got to see the new part too. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Pretty fun down there. Just make walking with
Well, when we do, we're actually going to do a behind-the-scenes kind of thing a little bit later on, and you guys will see that on the video. Hopefully, we'll come over and we'll get to see you.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really miss me. The sewer pipe is only about that long.
Maybe you can show us some of the stuff that people want to see.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks. All right, thanks a lot. Nice to meet you.
If you're a fan of horror movies, then Slice and Dice Dreadcast is the podcast you should be listening to. Join hosts Jim, Joey, and James, as well as the occasional guest and celebrity interview as they watch and review horror movies. With a dose of comedy thrown in with general cinema conversation, this is one of the best podcasts on the web. Available on Facebook, YouTube, and the Horrorphilia Network. Search Slice and Dice Dreadcast on Google for all available links.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed everything. Jim, I think this is it. This is the final episode and the reunion episode of the Jim and Zope cast. I really hope everybody enjoyed it. Thank you, Cassie.
Thanks for having me back.
For coming out. Thank you. It was a lot of fun. You know, you guys get to check out the trail. You guys get to check out all this stuff. Make sure you come out here. Next year, they're doing a lot more work. It's going to be awesome. And hopefully we get this network going or something. I don't know. You guys might see us around. We might have another reunion. I don't know. It's not out of the picture, right?
We live like 20 minutes from each other. I don't see why we couldn't do it.
They're bringing back all the '90s stuff, so why not?
Why the hell not? Might as well just rehash old ideas, right? Just keep it 90s
stuff.
We'll rehash the old ideas. Yeah, bring them up.
So we love you guys, all of our fans, and thanks so much for checking this out.
And please share and like everything. Wherever we see this, just send out there on the web. Let people see it. You know.
Hashtag Jim and Zope cast reunion. It's like the longest hashtag of all time. But I think it works.
It might work. It might work.
See you, everybody.
Bye.
the Jim Zopecast.
Guys, are you scared?
Oh, here we go.
Are you scared?
Welcome.
Are you scared? Ooh.
I'm terrified. And I'm cold.